Hello, my name is Tom Bleach, and today we are at Money 2020 Europe in Amsterdam, and we are joined by a fantastic guest. Victor, thank you so much for joining us. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Thank you for having me. My name is Victor Padee. I'm Head of Global Business Development for Aevi.
Fantastic. Well, I guess the best way for us to kick this off is just for those who don't know about Aevi or aren't specifically aware of what it is you do there, just give us a little breakdown about the company and what it is that makes Aevi unique.
Sure. So Aevi, in principle, we are a payment orchestration company. You've heard about payment orchestration in card not present, but here we are in-person payments. So what we specialize in is in-person payment orchestration and flexibility.
Fantastic. And I guess we'll get straight into that. Why is in-person payment orchestration becoming such a critical part of the stack?
Great question. I guess, I've got the benefit of being around in payments for the last 20 years, right? When I first started, it was all about the walled garden approach. One terminal to one card acquirer. There was very little innovation. If you innovated once every 4 years, you are still at the spear of the innovation. Things have moved on. Today, we see more businesses being international, more businesses being cross-border, more hardware manufacturers, more payment methods, more card acquirers. What it means for us and what it means for the customers and our customers is there's more flexibility required. So the old walled garden approach is no longer viable because it doesn't provide what our customers need and what the market demands. So it is very important to introduce the new layer of flexibility, scalability that can, I would say, run with the market and with the market expectations.
Amazing. And how would you say in-person payment orchestration differs from what we currently see in the online world?
Yeah, so I actually come from the payment orchestration within card not present, so I've seen it firsthand, I've experienced it firsthand. But everything within card not present is API cloud-based. In-person payments, you've got a lot of legacy tech. There is more hardware. There's a legacy hardware. There's a legacy setup, legacy rails. There's question about hardware enablement, certification, and even when you certify a specific device for within the country, this doesn't necessarily translate for this to be enabled in a different countries in a different regions. So it's much more rigid, a little bit more complex. But this is where we come in. We could break all those walls. We could really accelerate the innovation. We could bring a lot of new partners and new solutions very, very quickly. So the traditional, now I'm married to one terminal for life relationship can be broken. And this is where we add a lot of value for in-person payment orchestrations. I guess, some of our partners like card acquirers, they used to see us as more of a competitor. I think we are now at the point where they understand that we are the enabler for them. We allow them to enable some of the market, enable their proposition, and help them to service their clients with what they want, rather than what they have in their wheelhouse.
Amazing. And you alluded to it a little bit already, but I wonder if we could delve a little bit deeper into what are the challenges for a business that's trying to unify its in-person payment orchestration across different providers or even geographies?
So the biggest challenge is the number of different devices, number of legacy setups, number of different rails and the relationship they've got in place. So to put an example, one of our biggest clients, we work with them in 10 different countries, processing 1.2 billion transactions in 26 different POS integrations and 20 host connectors, right? That includes fuel card, other card acquirers. Imagine trying to manage it independently. Where we come in, we could help them to amalgamate it in one place. So it's not only the difficulty is in managing the relationships, but also in maintaining the integrations, and adding it even more stack. So it's a bit of a spaghetti setup where we come in, we amalgamate it in one place.
Yeah. So that kind of is related to my next question, which is, talking more about the benefits of this. How can in-person orchestration really ensure that businesses can create an omni-channel strategy? How's it going to be able to do that?
Yeah, so it's a great question. I think the omni-channel strategy starts with a unified platforms and unified systems, and that's what we could provide. Imagine, if you've got 10 different systems, and all the data is being presented in 10 different ways, and you've got 10 different ways of reconciling it. Seeing your customer and understanding your customer becomes impossible. Using one platform that unifies it in one place gives you a complete view of your customer and their journey, and provides you with not only visibility, but also with a full understanding how to go through your estate.
Fantastic. And obviously we're at Money 2020. There's so many people talking about different emerging technologies and trends. What topics and trends are really shaping the future of in-person payment orchestration? And how would you recommend that businesses prepare for those changes?
Sure. So I mean, there's a lot of talk about innovation and crystal ball. I wish I had a crystal ball and knew what's coming. I guess if there are a few trends that I think are very important, but they all boil down to what the ultimate customer or the way the ultimate customer behaves, right? So we talk about soft POS, so moving away from your traditional hardware into the soft POS environment. More of an unattended, so we unattended parking and fuel, EV charging. But what I see, what's really, really important is ability to really focus on the best of breed partnerships, and try not to control everything, but instead of building on it yourself, making sure that you partner with people that can deliver best of breed components to ultimately create a great stack that positively influences the customer journey.
Fantastic. Yeah. And obviously partnerships in every aspect of fintech and payments are always so crucial to ensuring success. So I think that's fantastic advice. But with that, thank you very much for joining us today. You've given us some great insights, and we'll be looking forward to seeing what's in store in the future.
Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to that as well.